Greetings, loves. Greetings. Greetings. Welcome. Or welcome back. Soul Search here. Ain't gonna be long before you. Ain't gonna be long before you. Just wanna say, ooh, am I running on a curve? I sure am. When I literally, my dumb ass. Thought this was a little fucking split way to get out. Somebody laughing at me. So anywho, y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button and add something to this because y'all remember all that talk everybody was having about 5G, 5G being dangerous, 5G being deadly. And I'm gonna do actually a live about this in a little while. Not saying today. But I have some information, scientific information that I want to share. Oh, great. All this traffic. But I have some scientific information that I want to share because I've been doing some research. I didn't want to get a 5G phone. I really didn't. But, I did. And I got a OnePlus Nord. That's the phone that I have. Y'all, when I tell you this phone here is deadly, this phone here is deadly. On top of that, it has a lot of problems. It has a lot of problems. One problem I did notice is that I run through chargers a lot. The chargers always work, but the chargers seem to no longer work with the phone. Like they no longer charge the phone in the port. You can play around with them and sometimes they may work or not. It's just a lot emitting from the phone, and that is radiation, just like a microwave. People, that was no conspiracy theory. People weren't tripping when they were talking about this 5G stuff. That's for sure. And that is backed up by science. And when I go live, I'm going to show it. But one thing about this OnePlus Nord, and I can talk about the OnePlus Nord because I have it. That's the phone I'm live streaming on right now. I have that phone. My hands are literally burning. And it's crazy because it took me, in my opinion, too long to really face and attribute a lot of the issues I was having with my hands to this phone. And people would say, oh, that's your battery. Your battery is hot. You understand what I'm saying? Your battery is hot. Then put the phone down. Oh, okay, boo. Okay. But when we're living in a society where they basically force you to upgrade because they do what? No longer support older things. Then you're in a situation to where you eventually you get on board. Right? You get on board. But they killing us. Okay? They are killing us in so many ways. They hitting us up, down, left, right, side to side, at all types of angles. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And every time there is an issue, and I'm following the clues to figure out where the issue is coming from, it's like they're all what you gonna do? There's two people that recently, one of them got killed. This is an officer, got killed. Just getting hit by somebody who just don't want to drive right. And then another guy, he hit a girl, being high, drunk, whatever, flipped his car over. his SUV. She's a volleyball player coming home from a tournament, and he flipped his car over and picked her up. She's walking with her parents coming from a tournament and amputated her legs. He only got 19 years. This girl, pretty much her life as she knew it was over. She had a scholarship and everything. And then he gonna try to appeal the sentencing and ask for a new trial. Talking about her showing up to court and letting the jury see her not having any legs. You know, hurt his case. Like, it made them have an emotional. But you know, he wasn't supposed to. That's a whole nother story. But I'm just saying, like, these people be ridiculous. This dude is dead smack on my ass. And I'm just a little over 60. And we in a 55 zone. Like, it's not even that serious. If you feel that bad about it, go around. But what you not finna do ever is fucking bully me. And not ever. That, yeah, do that. Because I know he see me in his mirror with my head bobbing. You know, keep your heads ringing. Man, fuck you, mean bugging me. Bitch, I will shoot the fucking shit out your ass. Ooh, you in front of me now. Go do what you know, whatever that is. Shit. You got boo-boo or something? I really don't care. But anywho, back to this 5G, because my hands is burning. Like, they gonna catch some heat with me today. I don't even remember where I left off at, but this dang old phone and all this radiation, if you look at the scientific specs of how much radiation these phones be really giving off and how it affects you and the shield, think about it just like, you know, your body and how you're protected from the UV rays of the sun. It's almost the same. It's almost the same. It's very similar. And there is a radius when you have the phone close to you of your body area that, you know, is being penetrated from the radiation that is emitting. When I was doing intermodal for JB Hunt here in Atlanta and doing the rails, and they built the huge x-ray machines that we would have to drive our entire truck and trailer through. That's when I knew I was done doing that. You know, you're always trying to escape stuff, but it's kind of hard because, you know, they come at you at every angle. Before that, they had this small little Star Trek-ish, what's the name of the guy who there was a show and he had this arch-like thing and he would time travel. I forget, but it was similar to that, and it would just like scan the cab, I guess, as if we had any weapons or whatever, or any stolen goods or whatever. And it really wasn't that effective at scanning the cargo inside of the trailer because the trailers are made of steel, because that's the cargo that be on the ships. Like you saw the ship that crashed, those type of trailers, they're made of steel. So they eventually built those, and I would keep the pure charcoal nuggets. You can get the big, not charcoal you cook with. That's gasoline. But I'm talking about pure charcoal, and layer around myself, which wasn't 100%, but the way it scanned, it would basically scan around the floor of your truck, because it was really scanning the truck just to see what you had in your cab. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Thank you. So it would scan around inside of the cab of your truck, and that was a lot of radiation. It's just like you getting an MRI or an X-ray, if you will, to scan inside of your body, but it's got to be strong enough to scan inside of the truck. And if you do research on that, which that's me, always researching shit, you find out throughout history how many workers over time would have a lot of issues, because just think, workers would have to get their car scanned going into work, coming out of work. And then when you go in, when we go make deliveries, every time we go in, we're getting scanned going in. And then you're getting scanned going out. And if every time you enter the rail system, several times a day, each rail system, you're getting scanned. So when they built those big rail systems, I tried to rally up and see if we could vote or let them know we don't want it because it's bad, bad, bad for our health. Y'all not giving us no kind of extra money for this high risk. You're not considering our health. Something that is going to be strong enough to pierce through these steel trailer cargoes just so you can see what's in it. You have a manifesto. I mean, you're doing business with these people. You have to know what's in it. You're purchasing it. So if you feel like you also need to scan it, then maybe you do need a self-driving truck. So it can scan it, drive itself up and through here, and drive itself through Atlanta while you're at it. Or it can drive itself through the rail yard, do what it needs to do, go and find y'all or another robot, get it to get a crane and pick the box off the off the, well, we're not at the ferry, so get it off of the train and put it on my chassis, lock it on my chassis, bring it outside of where, the scanner, and I'll take it from there. Until you get that system in place, I'm not okay with it. They basically was like, we don't give a fuck, we don't give a fuck. I was like, well, I'm one that's gonna be out. And then your ass is broke again. How many high-paying jobs? Okay, but yeah, I wasn't doing that. Look, there goes intermodal Chevy Hunt right there. Boy, I be dropping these shit like hot fries. Hot potato. Psh, take that shit back. Okay. Only to get a phone in my hand that be literally burning the shit out of my fucking hand and fingertips. I'm talking about, you might as well take a fucking laser and fucking put it on my hands and burn it. And the cases and everything, I can't crochet one, macrame one, or anything that would keep it from overheating, because when you have like the plastic, the thin plastic, get cases not only to help you be able to grip the phone better, but the case is also to protect the phone, because if you're like me, you probably drop it 10 times a day. I've gotten better, but you probably will drop it. You don't want it to crack and break and self-destruct. And now, since they got it to where they don't even allow you to be able to take the battery out anymore, they're generally stronger to where if you drop them, they don't break as easily, but they do break down, quicker, because that's how they designed them. If you notice, your phone and a lot of your apps and things like that will begin to malfunction. They won't work. They won't allow you to do what you normally do or go further until you go in and do your update. If you have it to where, if you're able to, where you have to stop it from automatically updating, and you yourself go in, read what you read, and say, well, I really don't agree with it, but if I don't agree with it, I don't get the update. If I don't get the update, I'm out. But you still are the one doing the update, because you might say, no, I don't want to update. You try to avoid it as long as you can. You know why. It won't work. That's just how they are now. Most of the time, you do not get to choose whether or not you update. But if you don't update, then it's going to malfunction. It ain't working. And you're like, well, my shit ain't working. Why this? Why that? Why this ain't doing this? Why this ain't doing that? And they act like they don't understand. They're like, I don't know. Did you refresh? Did you clear a cache? But eventually they're gonna say, "Are you updated to the latest version?" And if you say, "I don't want the latest version," they're gonna be like, "Well, you're gonna have problems till you update to the latest version." Then you update to the latest version, and you just volunteered yourself to be fucked some more at a higher level. Okay, but that's just a side rant. However, that 5G has radiation that is seeping into you and leaping into you. And I don't know about y'all phones, but that OnePlus Nord is so hot. When I use it, and you have to have it in your hands to use it. Now, the OnePlus Nord doesn't have a pen, so you can't, you know, laser or that would be probably the best option for a phone to use a laser. Some phones they have where you can talk to it and everything. It's like, damn. Well, I'm just giving you more permissions to sit up here and listen to me all day. You already sneaking and doing that. Even when I try to, go and change it every chance I can. And when you have everything that has 50 million 11 apps, and then the parties that they deal with their, that those apps deal with, all those people got access to all your shit, and they also got access to your camera and your audio. So that's just a whole lot of people that I'm in bed with, and they in my bed, and I don't even really know it. I'm ranting so hard right now that I'm just driving and I'm way over here, and I don't even really want to be way over here, but it's all good. Because I'm so sick of this damn phone. So I'd rather not have a phone, but we know that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to get another phone. Now, if y'all have some suggestions, I'll take them. But now this is more time I'm going to have to spend researching what other phone am I going to get. As if I don't have enough stuff that I am studying and researching and all that. But I cannot really take another day. Now, when I'm down, like when I'm not using my phone for anything, or when I go to sleep, I shut down my phone. If I'm going to use it for an alarm, I will also put it in airplane mode to try to cut down on all that, and of course, cut out all Wi-Fi and everything like that. But if you have that thing anywhere near you, it is constant radiation going into you, which you definitely don't want, but it is happening, especially if you have remember his name. I can't right now because I just watch him occasionally because he does tech reviews, which I don't respect his channel because I can tell he just does the reviews because they send him a lot of stuff, but he promotes all this stuff. The VR, he promotes all that stuff heavy. So he just he's like a celebrity pretty much. He's ushering you guys into all that, which that's a whole nother live that I would like to do. But I think what I'm going to do with that is talk about that on my podcast. I need to turn around because I'm about to be in yet another city I don't really need to be in. And with this traffic now, they're not blowing at me. I need to do a podcast about that VR shit. And just to give y'all a briefing on it, I'm going to be doing my podcast. I'm going to put a link because the only really thing I did was change, it to Soul Search because it was so alchemy, like my channel name was. But now it's Soul Search. But I'm going to get back on that because it's a lot of heavy shit I want to talk about. But I want to talk about that VR stuff, and it has to do with Adam 22. Soft white underbelly dude, Mark. The rapper dude, the Crip dude, Crip man, a whole bunch of them all tied together. And how they doing with all this trafficking, this Diddy shit, all that. This ain't nothing isolated. It's not anything. It's just a touch of the surface of what really be going on. I don't know if y'all remember or if you even know who Soft White. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm here. Soft White Underbelly interviewing the 14-year-old girl, the runaway. Yes, there was more than one. I'm talking about the one where he also had her mom on there, and her mom was dating Crib Mac. And there's also a connection to Adam 22. There's also a connection to Lima, whose sisters are the Dahlia twins. Also a connection to Amanda, who was one of the girls on Skid Row. Okay. Lima and that virtual reality crap. So on and so on. I did a video. It's on my channel for my channel subscribers. My stuff is cheap, y'all, but I be going wild. Okay. So I just be like, okay, I'm not gonna edit, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna put this on here for my channel members. Because as soon as I do a video that y'all don't like, first of all, it's against YouTube's policies to illegitimately report a video just because you don't like what someone says or who they're, talking down on. You gotta have a legit report on that video. But as soon as y'all see something that I say that you don't like, you can't just go about your business. You try to report my videos, and it's like, wait, you don't even know what kind of partnership I have with YouTube. I just don't be on here like that. I don't even be doing all that. They be trying their hardest, and they probably hear me say this and be like, you little bitch. But they be trying their hardest to get me to promote all kinds of shit. And I just be like, nah, you can keep it. You can keep that. I mean, I got all kind of insider rights and all kind of shit. Y'all be reporting my stuff just because you don't like what I be saying. But, YouTube is never gonna, fully convert me into not being who I am, because I'm unsettled with the way the world is. That's just who I am. I was born like that, so I'll be respectful to what they desire to a degree. Go on Rumble or on my podcast with a lot of stuff that I know they're gonna be like, come on, man, we gonna get you on our body. They already demonetized me for a good minute. A lot of my videos, they be like, which is crazy because they still gonna make money. So if you're gonna make money, then why does the channel holder not make money? You're just punishing them. But it's not about ethics, because if it's a problem, they shouldn't be allowed either on here, or they shouldn't be allowed to post that video at all. But they'll keep your shit and they'll make money off your shit, but you won't make money off your shit. That's all. So that's how that goes. It's just about no, we not doing that. We gonna be we're gonna be all about, we're gonna talk about stuff that's just really drama and ratchet or whatever. It really doesn't really do anything for us at the end of the day. But it's already 10 billion people talking about this. Yeah. That's what they want you to do. Are we gonna push these products? Why? When I'm a creator myself, and as soon as I look at your stuff, a thousand things go through my head. What's in it? How harmful is it? And I'm already sensitive, me myself. So if I can't use it, why am I gonna push it? And I'll be thinking, who owns these companies? Because I already know how this shit works. I mean, Google knows that better than anybody because Google knows. You know, Google is the holder. I couldn't have such an extensive library and collection of information and books without Google. Right? I can't have them in physical form. I don't have a Vatican building. Right? So they know. So they know what I'm about. They just be trying. They be like, bitch, do you want money? But your money is not money. It's not. It's not even a little bit of money. Like, what? It's not. Fame? Who wants that? That ain't shit. And it ain't even, it's not. What else? What else you got? You ain't got it. You ain't got, you cannot give me what it is that I truly desire or feel like I need or want. You can't give it to me. You know, and you can never take from me what is truly, truly mine. And if you do, then it just was it. We deserve it. We deserve it because we allow it. We allow it. We allow it. This is the same thing as what I'm saying about these damn phones. We should not even be sitting here in a situation. It's highly ridiculous that we are sitting here in a situation. I'm about to jump it. Y'all better move. We shouldn't be sitting here in a situation to where we are forced to use devices that literally burn us up. It's as if we're getting chemotherapy, and I haven't opted for it. I don't think I have cancer. This will cause me to have cancer, for sure. But you can literally feel it burning you. And I do a lot of the work I do, a lot of the studying I do, a lot of the, submissions and everything I have to do is 98% online. So I have to be on these devices. And, fortunately for me, most of that is by laptop. But when I feel tingling and twitching and shit in the aftershocks of it, and every time I pick up the phone, it's overheating and it's literally burning and burning my hands. It's wild. It's wild. As soon as I can carve out the time. And I may do this on my podcast. And I'm gonna do some of my podcasts where they're video as well. I'm gonna put my link up. It's hosted through Anchor, Spotify, but you can get it everywhere. But I'm gonna do some of it to where it is video, because I'm gonna be showing y'all like evidences. I'm gonna be bringing documents. I'm gonna be bringing documentaries and shit. It's cool to talk about, what folks are doing that isn't cool and we don't like. That's cool. And I think, we should be talking about that. But when you see that same, and like everybody repeating the same stuff, like they're zeroing in on one person, one situation, and focusing on it, constantly talking about it. Like, say for instance, Diddy. Okay. Everybody can't fully be focusing on Diddy. How much have we heard about him? We've heard enough. We don't need another Gene Deal interview. He been talking for years. We sure don't need another Reggie Wright interview, and we don't need any Suge Knight interviews. Boy, go sit your butt down. We can't even understand what you're saying. He definitely isn't a saint or anybody good. You did all your people wrong, Suge Knight, when you went to prison. Because you was mad because you went to prison because, like Wack 100 said, whatever y'all got to say about Wack, I don't care. He was right. What he said about Suge, Suge need to go sit down and do his time and shut up. Like, for real. Don't get me started with him and Valutina and that interview, because I done already took care of that with the interview that he had with Dame Dash. But Suge, you didn't want to fight a dude with your big self. All this we hearing about you. So you decide to take a car, a deadly weapon, and try to run the dude over when you could have fought him. Okay, as a athletic person myself, as a fighter, okay, Manson Gibson is my uncle. Okay, I got them jeans, baby. Look it up, look him up. That's the Black Bruce Lee. All right, and my hits is lethal. Okay, you don't want none, but I ain't no competition against no guy, so that's not even what's coming out of my mouth. I'm just saying, I'm a competitive person, so I'm in my Clarissa Shields right now, but I'm a lady. What I'm saying is, Suge is a big dude, and I heard he was body. If that's true, and you holding vanilla icing out the window and stuff, icing on the cake and all that, started death row with that, allegedly. Easy. You just bullying people. You big and everything. You skipping through, Vegas, trying to run out because you kicked somebody. Yeah, let me kick him. Yeah. All right. Why you didn't punch the guy? Huh? One hit is all you need, right? Mike Tyson wouldn't have ran nobody over with no car, and he's sure isn't as big as Suge. That confidence, though. That confidence. You ran somebody over with a car, look where it got you. That's the same thing as OJ. You messed around and found out, and I love OJ. Listen, not literally, because I don't really love nobody. But I rocks with OJ. Don't come over here with that OJ stuff, because you're going to get blocked. I ain't even going to play with you. You playing yourself, right? So, yeah. And if you want to see some good OJ content, go over there and watch Cameron, because OJ was like special host guest with them before he passed. So they got some pretty good episodes over there. However, it was ego or whatever and dumbness that made him go and try to get his stuff back. He should have found another way. He should have been smarter than that. He knew they wanted anything and any reason to get him. Okay, same thing with Suge. You should have known better than that. Oh, you got to be quicker than that. But, he went up there and he ran that dude over with. Okay, boom, bam, got you. And you got death row? Oh, no more. So, there's that. Bye. Now, what you talking about? What you talking about now? Go sit your butt down somewhere with your whack ass. All that shit you did. All that shit you did. All that you had in your hands. And look what you did with it. Look how you left your people. You ain't really no different than Diddy. You ain't no different than Diddy, because when you did your own self in, you decided that if you can't be out and continue to still not really be of no good to nobody, that you were going to make everybody else suffer. Okay? So don't try to change the people's opinions of you, although we know they dumb enough to fall for it. Because people just gullible like that, you know? But go sit your butt down. A lot of y'all need to go sit the fuck down. This is not isolated, but people want to focus on the Diddy stuff. Like, this is the hottest news. Like, that's all it takes to get your brains going. Like, you super hyper excited about that, but you forget about stuff so fast. Y'all forget about every little thing that happens. When there's a lot of little things that happen, and there's a lot of big things that happen, and big things is popping all the time, constantly. It's not isolated. Everybody who got something and who they seems to be about something, they doing some foul stuff. They living a hard life, a life that'll make you, ooh, it just be them ones, you know, that they push out there every now and again, and most of them be, you know, Negroes, because that's what, you know, they do with them. Cosby and them, you know. And every once in a while, one of their people, they make an example of them. But with their people, they disappear. They say homeboy killed himself. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. We don't have his body. Even if we had his body, we wouldn't know that that's his body in 2023, 2024. We don't know what happened to that dude. But everybody that was doing what he was doing with him, they still rock. Most of them still out here, and they still doing it. Everybody that was doing what they was doing with Diddy, one of them, y'all keep listening to him sit his big fat pot belly ass up there and tell y'all stories like y'all sitting on Santa lap or something. Uncle Gene Deal, tell us another story about P. Diddy. Well, you know, Diddy, that throw down dirty son of a gun, and I told him he better not do that in my face. Well, how you know he did it? Because if he do that around me, and I guarantee you he did that, and he ain't no good, he punched his own mama in the face because she snapped at me. Oh, you that dude, huh? I ain't gonna lie though, when he said Bentley Farnsworth was a thief and he stole Diddy packages, I was like, I like the way you move, Bentley Farnsworth, with the umbrella that he came out from the suit and making the band with the cummerbunds on. Bentley Farnsworth. He stole J-Lo boots, Bentley Farnsworth. And you see that Diddy ain't do nothing to him. I wonder why. I wonder why. He let him live. He just let him breathe. He just let him go head on when he had all his packages. Y'all be wildin'. So Gene Dale gonna come and just sit there and tell y'all all these stories. Okay, what's the other dude, Keefy D, right? He been running his mouth for a long time, and now he went to what? Prison. You see how y'all don't learn nothing. You see how they do with y'all? They gonna let you play. They're going to let you prosper. They're going to let you have fun. They're going to let you enjoy yourself. And eventually, when they tired of looking at you, and especially when they done figured out a way, if they even had to do that, that they could make more profits off of you, they're going to be like, okay, now let's go ahead and get rid of that one. Okay? And they do that. And, you know, the cycle just keeps repeating itself. But back to this phone and this 5G, because, I mean, my fingers are literally still burning. And this is not even nothing new. It gets worse in the summer. When it starts to get hot, it gets worse. The phone is barely functionable. The battery, it runs down faster. It runs down faster. It gets hot really, really fast. I only had this phone for like maybe a few years. And I'm just noticing like it is an atrocity. Oh, they got a game. Let me slide up in here real quick. I don't really also see great benefits from having 5G. Um, a lot of times it don't seem to be like 5G actions to me, and then it'd be like showing me that it's 4G. It'd be showing me, and it could be a lot of the areas I be in, but mm-hmm. Don't even see no part. It's so packed over. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. It's the last stuff I want to talk about. I'm trying to keep the subjects separate and be organized. That's what I'm trying to do. For sure, in between all this other stuff I ain't doing. But I don't know. I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk. And we going to be educated with it. Okay? I'm coming with receipts. I ain't going to be like Tiffany here. Just tell y'all that I got receipts. I don't really got no receipts. I'm coming with receipts. Right? Because, one thing that gets on my nerves, and we going to talk about this too in another video, because I want to make sure y'all hear me. One thing that is really getting on my nerves, and this is an election year, so I'm definitely going to be speaking on this a whole lot, because in my communities, I'm definitely, talking, I'm trying to. It's ridiculous how people think. I think people have a hard time with change, making changes, which is unfortunate. And I'm not going to say that I'm exempt to that, because when I see things that I get frustrated about in others, I try to say, do I exemplify some of that in myself? And I find where I can see that at. And I say, oh, okay. And then I say, well, what is your problem with it? Like say with change. What is some things that you may be frustrated with and needs to change, and you just haven't changed it? And I could find something that, okay, why haven't you changed it? No answer that makes any intellectual sense, except for you just, I don't know, you have to go against your brain. And that's where someone like David Goggins would come in, or even CT Fletcher, but mainly David Goggins, because I have his book and it's good. Because he's the one to say you have to change your mind, because your mind will try to do what it feels like it needs to do, which is stay complacent, because it's comfortable. It's okay with that. It feels like it's in control. It needs to make sure that what it thinks is you're good. And if this is what we know, this is our routine, this is what we've been doing, and we think that this is fine, this is what's been getting us through, we don't want to change that, right? If I'm comfortable with voting this way, because that's just this is what I know, and I think I know it. I'm telling myself I know the system, I know what I'm doing, and I don't want to learn no more because I got enough stuff to worry about. My brain is not wanting to entertain nothing else. Okay. However, however, if you listen to me, I'm gonna tell you some stuff like your voting system or methods is not working. You know that, because look, I'm also going to tell you, you don't know what you're doing. This isn't the best way to vote. Okay? You're not going to want to hear that either, because that means you have to accept it, and then you have to be willing and open to changing it. And that also means learning how to change it and then implementing it. If I also tell you that you don't even know who all your representatives are and what their positions are and what they are supporting, and things like that. You could even be cool with one rep. You got this one rep and you vote based off that one rep. That one rep could be in cahoots with other reps that, support other things that I keep hearing you complain about all the time. So you're literally giving power to the very things that you're complaining about. And this is what most people actually do. Okay? When I do one of these videos, I'm going to play a video that I watched today. And they were talking about the state of our economy and families, working families, and the struggle and stuff like that. And they talked about this, and this is with a psychologist, and he has a couple of other degrees. And then you have people in the audience and people in the comment section, and everybody is talking about this is horrible, this is wrong, and our representatives and blah blah blah. And it's like, why do we keep saying these things, and why are we talking about this, and why are we on this show with this guy who is, in my opinion, playing us? Because he's complaining with us, but he didn't give you one solution. All he did was have a whole almost hour show to where he explained to and with us what our problems are, how they're doing us. But he didn't explain to you also, the truth is we're doing it to ourselves. We have the power, okay? It's more limited now than it was, but we ultimately have the power. They do what we are allowing them to do, right? And we can use, again, Tiffany Henyard, that situation, as an example. Look at what they are doing over there, okay? Let's say everybody turn their head, mind their business. They keep doing it, right? And it will keep on negatively affecting the citizens there, which when you start to affecting the economy money-wise, taking their businesses, I hope y'all hitting that like button, because YouTube is showing me that ain't no likes been hit. So please hit that like button, y'all. When you're affecting their pockets, you're shutting down their businesses. That's going to seriously hurt their abilities to live and function as they should. If they don't say nothing, it's going to keep happening. And then what's going to happen? It's going to be doomsday. All right. Same with us. All these things are happening and compounding on us, and we're verbally complaining about it. But until we actually do something about it, a verbal complaint means nothing. If it meant something, it would have been created some kind of change. We know the system, and if we don't, we know that there is a system in place. This was taught to us. If you took basic American government, you know that there is a system in place. Even if you didn't take it, you know that there's one in place. Foreigners know it better than you. We're in an uproar in our own country because foreigners are coming over and taking advantage of a system better than we have been using it to even just simply protect ourselves from it. That doesn't make any sense. That's the same thing as when everybody's complaining Trump ain't paying no taxes. Trump is using the already in place system to his advantage. If you read some books or hire the right people, then you can use it to your advantage as well. It doesn't make any sense. Why hate on Trump for that? Why hate on them for that? I'm not happy about them for doing it, but honestly, I can't hate on them for that. You know what I'm saying? But I do have to prepare myself to be willing to literally fight whomever I need to, because we are in that spot right now to where we have allowed ourselves to be lowered so far to where we're just disrespected. And people just feel like they can literally take over us. And our own government doesn't respect us at all. We have not demanded any respect in so long. And they're willing to allow anything to happen to us. And now they're building these cop cities. And it's not just them against us. It's now them and them and them against us. And we still aren't using the system that we have in place, which we do need to use so that we can begin to turn that around to start to put powers back in our hands before we lose any powers and abilities. And we're not doing that. We're all still falling into the trap of racism, um, whatever the hate is over gender or whatever the hate is. If you're a Trump or Biden person, Trump and Biden don't even matter. They don't even matter. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. Not to give it all away, but I'm just going to throw out an example. And I'm going to be real with you. If I truly got beef with you, like say I got beef with your family, and I can say this because my whole family fought a whole family before, and we grew up together. Okay? On the same street. My family, their family lived on the same street. And we was all out there fighting. And I was only, 5, 6, 7 years old. Then this happened. And I'm talking about it was like gang shit that day. It was bad. People almost died. Without going into detail. My mother's family is crazy. Okay. Hope she rested in peace. Because she ain't had no peace on her. But if I got some heat with you, real heat, that whole crush your enemy completely, baby, I'm going to start with your children and probably your madam, right? Your wife. And that's not me per se, because I'm a woman, so it's not, a dude is not necessarily gonna be my enemy, but I'm just speaking like as if I was a man of power or whatever. I'm just saying I'm gonna come for your children, I'm gonna come for your wife, and you're not even thinking about that, because first of all, you probably don't even know that I'm your enemy. You probably don't even think about the many enemies you might have that want to destroy you. But the thing is, we know who a lot of our enemies are. We know we have a lot of enemies. We know we are at war. We know we've been at war. And you can say it's a race thing. It is. It has been. But it's not just that. Okay? It's about things much deeper than that. And as time goes along, what it's about actually begins to change a little bit. And the space we're in now, we have to redefine what the battle really is about. If you want to try to take on battles that are going on in other countries because you think it's relevant to us here and now or the immediate future, go right ahead. If you think you can explain to me how it is, so I should be concerned about it too, I welcome that conversation. Right now, I'm not even focused on that because I see clear and present danger where we are in ways that I'm trying to express and nobody's listening. Okay? Including being in Atlanta, where again, they are building this huge ass training center, and it is not, as they initially lied and said, but it's not isolated to just Atlanta. They've already released the plans of the other states that they're going to put it in. And you guys need to go and find out about who all they're planning to train in this training center and the real training they're going to do, not the lies that they're going to tell you up front. This ain't no after school schoolhouse rock training they're doing there. That's not what this is about. You're not building on 93 acres with imitations of pretty much everything that will be in a town with not only just the police force. A lot of people don't even understand what policing is. A lot of people don't even really understand the difference between a sheriff, police, um, the fraternal order police, the police foundation, for example. If I was to say something about a county sheriff, and I ask you, who owns that? Who runs that? Who do they answer to? Do you know the answer? If I were to ask you about the Atlanta Police Foundation, and I ask you, who owns them? Who do they answer to? Who funds them? Would you be able to answer me? Would you? I think a lot of you would think it's the people, taxpayers' money. And I would say, eh, eh, wrong. No. Corporations. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's a fact. This is paperwork. This is public information. This is a FACT. This is a fact. I would like to go on, but I don't do too much of this talk in one video because, YouTube, Google, and I think Google is one of the owners. But people are literally perishing, being exterminated, and other things because they are putting themselves out there to say, no, we don't want you guys to build this. We're not having it. We don't want it. And they are doing a lot to say these people are terrorists. They're horrible, and they're, whatever they can say about these people. They're bad people. This, that, and the third. And something about the public. The public just says, oh, they did that, they this, they that. And they say, oh, you terrible people, leave them alone, let them build it. We need them to, police you guys and take care of you people. And I'm just like, I can't even imagine if I were to be able to interview people who are saying this and ask them questions, especially questions like, do you think these people work for you? Do you think they are funded by your taxpaying dollars? What do you think their rules are? Um, do you think they care about you? Do you think? I mean, this is just. I have a lot of questions. Like, do you even know what their goals are? Do you know what their agenda is? Like, do you even know what goes on? Do you know what their plans are? You don't know. You don't know. People think police, wow, they have a hard way to go, and they're just here to keep me safe. That is not a fact. I'm not going to say the hard way to go, you know, can insert itself there, here and there, but the whole keep you safe, shit, that is not true. That is not true. Some of them don't even work for you at all. The Atlanta Police Foundation does not work for you at all. They're not employed by you. They're employed by a lot of companies that you shop with. So you give them money so that they can hire this foundation that is eventually going to, that is orchestrating a big deal here that is going to be massive to the entire country. There's a big thing brewing here. A big thing brewing here. And we can't let a lot of different distractions, and including the economy and money and stuff like that, keep us from being diligent in every aspect of what is happening that directly affects us. I don't know about y'all, but you know, time flies and then it's over. This is all we got. This is only one life. You know, we live it and then it's gone. And I'm not cool with the way it's set up. I ain't asked for it to be like this. I'd rather it be different. And, you know, since I'm here, I get a say. And nobody can tell me I don't get a say. And as long as I get a say, and then we also negotiated paperwork that says I get a say, I'm going to fight for my say. And I think you guys need to fight for your say. And while I'm trying to figure out why, you know, that's why I'm soul search now. You know what I'm saying? While I'm trying to figure out different reasons as to why you're not fighting for your say, while also trying to stay on my own shit. You know, if I so shall fall at any point, at any time, hey, you slipping. Get your ass up. Mm, you slipping. I'm gonna be like, what the hey, you tripping. Y'all tripping. This don't make no sense. Okay, you might as well go and get inside the box, put your VRs on, and get in the box. Because this is a hard no for me. It's a hard no for me. It's a hard no for me. They don't just get to do what they want while we suffer and we're not happy. And they also get the perks. They get the money, the protections, you know, they get the fun, whatever they want to do. Okay, whatever they want. Their life is gravy. And for us, it's like we're supposed to figure it out, and we gotta keep paying them so we can exist. And every time we turn around, they trying to figure out a way to keep their foot on our necks when our foot should be on their necks. They work for us. That's how that's supposed to go. They work for us, and we need to make them work for us. And we making it too easy because we don't even do nothing. They just be up in there like, y'all know they really ain't even. They just be. They don't even. They don't even. I know Tiff and them was. It's like, who who started this? Like, when? Why they in our business? Like, who who started this? Like, who told them to start getting in our business? You know. Although I think there's more to it, but on surface level, y'all should be taking the Tiffany Henry situation as a sign. Okay, get on your website for your city and find out who your reps are. See what's going on. Get involved. Go to your community meetings. You can go online to most of them. Find out who all is representing you in every aspect. Find out what their job duties are. See what they're doing. See what monies they are getting and for what. See what's going on with that. You got elections coming up. See who's been sitting in what seat for how long. Okay. See who is in cahoots with who. See who supports what. Okay. Be around there like what. All right. Get your community meetings together. You know, if you can take time to scroll the social media, you can get together and get some local buildings and y'all can have meetings. All right. You can make it fun. You can be creative. You can schedule meetings, little short meetings, and turn into longer meetings. You can do meetings on Skype, Zoom, all that. Y'all got to start talking. You have to strategically vote. Okay? When you investigate these fools, when you got everybody written down, okay, you can say this is Okay, this represent in this district, that district. Okay, and they in charge of this and that, and this is why water bills so high. This is why the contaminants are in our water. Okay, this is why the potholes ain't get fixed. Okay, so for this school district, okay, did you know they had Homestead Act funding over here in this county and that county, and we ain't even what the fuck. And baby, listen, hold up. Did you know these motherfuckers? Oh, okay. All right. Did you know that this motherfucker here, they be over here giving out little school packs and stuff, but the whole time they getting all this grant money and stuff, and listen, yeah, yeah, okay. So when y'all come together and then you got all this and you write down and you like, this is what we need, this is what we want. This person, okay, what did they vote for? What did they support? What did they push? What, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now you got your list. This is what we need and this is what we ain't going for. And now you go to them and be like, hey, guess what? Hey, player, we've been checking y'all out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know about you. I know about you. I know all your little shit. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? Guess what? You know, we're gonna be voting a little differently now. Yeah. So let's talk about it. Okay. I bet you, I bet you it's gonna be different. All right, and it might come with a little something. But I get you. I guess I bet you it's gonna be a fight that you're whatever that fight might look like. It's gonna be a fight that will be the best thing you've ever done in your entire life. Cause you know what? That's what our people used to do. Okay, whatever that look like. But that's where you get your respect at. That's where you get your power at. All right? And you can do it like adults or you can get into some gangster shit. But as long as you understand that we respect ourselves and we done decided to figure this out and devise a strategy for ourselves. And even though we don't always agree 100% on this party, that party, this thing, that thing, we're adults and we care about our communities and our families. So we have been able to agree collectively that this is important, that's important. We don't like this school curriculum. We don't think this funding is going where it needs to be. We don't think this is getting enough funding. We don't think we need this bid over here. We looked all the way up to the states. We see that we can get this funding for this, that, and the third. We see y'all been getting this funding for this, that, and the third. We ain't even know about it. Y'all ain't even telling us what y'all been doing with that money. But listen, boy, you be surprised what you find. You think that Tiffany shit, y'all think that's something? That trust me. Get your people together. That's gonna be your challenge. Trust me, that's gonna be your challenge. But listen here. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When people don't want to come out of their comfort zone and strategically vote, because your vote is not a prayer to God. And even still, people will get in church and grab the hands and get in a circle and pray aloud. They will go to church. I'm sitting across from a church. They will go to church and everybody know who you like, what you claim, what's it you claiming. If you Baptist or, Hare Krishna, you know, they know because that's where you going to church at. But when it come to voting, y'all be like, who I vote for is my business and whatever. You act like y'all made some kind of deal. Y'all support people just so you can feel like I did my part. And you don't know what they got going on. You like them or that's your cousin or whatever. And that's corny. That's whack. You ain't hitting on nothing doing that. You know what I mean? And then it's like, come on, man. Be about something. Be about something. I don't care what race, color, creed they were. Our forefathers, if you know history, if you know American government, our forefathers first put them blood, sweat, and tears in for us to have the contracts that we originally put together, and they still incomplete. They still incomplete. We still working on that. They working on it, and now without us, and that's not supposed to happen. When I watch my brother's channels, and they come on here and they talk about how they trying to change gun laws and all this, they shouldn't even be touching none of that. Roe versus Wade, they trying to say, oh, we banning this and banning that. Bitch, that's already in the fucking Constitution. They shouldn't be touching none of that. We should be so bold and bad and strong with a piece of paper. Let me grab a piece of paper. A fucking piece of paper. You understand me? This is all we need. A fucking piece of paper. We should be all having a copy and holding it up to their ass. Oh, you said what? What you say? Oh, I thought so. And they sit their ass back down. Because if you talking about it, you thinking about something you want to change, I'm Jodeci, baby. Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. Okay? Because our people made this negotiation with you. And I don't care what house you go to, ultimately, at the end of the day, though, we didn't sit down with you and discuss making no changes. And then if we go and say we want XYZ, people want to act like, you want what? Go to your local reps that's responsible for pushing and passing laws all the way up, and tell them you want a law. Tell them you want to push a bill. Go ahead. Write up something if you know how to do it. Who you supposed to go to? Do you know? Who is responsible for that? Do you know? You got people over here with pen powers, and you don't even know who they are. You don't even know what they do, and you don't even know what they doing. And then you see something pop up and you mad. Now you got another stress on you. So now you got another potential health issue coming up on your life. Because the stuff you just letting happen. Oh, over there in them buildings that you just drive through every day. While you going to work them hard ass jobs so you can pay them. While everybody getting over, everybody benefiting from the people who charge you for your water bill, your gas bill, your fucking mortgage, your rent, your taxes on your properties and everything. And y'all letting them work together and do this shit when we the motherfuckers with the power. But we won't even come together and have a damn meeting per district, per neighborhood, per city, per county, and talk to each other. Read a book. Utilize some strategies. And Magic of the Obelisks, they don't agree with each other on jack outside of nothing, even inside of it. But you gonna have to agree on a strategy because you all want to get what you need. And that's our situation. We need to get what we need. And we gotta prioritize. Okay, if you saying I want them to rebuild this playground, well, I think they need to repave this street. Okay, what's the potential funding? How much would this cost? What are the rules? And this is just an example I'm throwing out. Like, oh, this year we can only request blah blah blah, or we can only implement blah blah blah. What's more important? And in terms of what? This is dangerous. This can wait another year. Okay, you want, but okay, let's vote. And then we agree. And we don't even have no hard problems because we have it in writing and we agree. Come up with your own. Make yourself a fucking political party system as citizens. And write up some fucking rules and abide by them. Man, use your common sense. In my R. Kelly voice. Use your common sense. Do what the fuck you gotta do to get your power back. That's what you do. Or we gonna sit around and go out like this? They got all these people coming into the country. Man, they playing us out hard. They've been playing us out for years. But they got all these people now coming into the country to help them play us out. Because they just like, oh, they just dumb, 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 dumb. Okay. hmm Let's do them whatever. I don't, who cares? They don't care. We don't care. Nah, B. Mm-mm. I'm not stopping. And I'm not shutting up. Ever, ever, ever until we start doing what we need to do. By city, by county, by everything. I'd rather die on my feet than continue to just be taken over and ran over like this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. I wasn't put here to continue to live like this. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to just go keep going along to get along and just watch everything happen and be like, dang, that's bad. That's messed up. Y'all know who we look like? I'm ashamed of us. Like, you know, it makes me, like, in this moment, I feel like emotional and almost feel like I want to cry, but I'm not going to sit up here and cry for us. I'm not even going to sit up here and cry for us because in the moment that I said that dumbass shit, I now turned my head like this. I saw C.T. Fletcher. If y'all don't know who that is, I said, I'm not finna sit up here and cry for us. You know what I'm saying? Then if I let a tear come up, you know who I'm gonna see? I'm gonna see freaking David Goggins, and then I'm really not gonna feel sorry for us. I can't feel sorry for us. We the ones sitting up here letting this happen, and we're not supposed to do that. You know, I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna cut this up. I split it and post it as a separate segment. This ain't, I'm gonna keep talking about this, y'all. And I'm not the only one talking about it, of course, but until we start having some actions behind it, this is gonna be discussed. This is gonna be discussed because y'all aren't getting it. It's the definition of insanity. We keep doing the same things and hoping it's gonna get better. It's not gonna get better. Has that not been made clear to you guys already? By now, has it not been made clear? It's no intentions of it getting better. And the more that people feel like, okay, I'm going to have to go along in order for me to do okay, that means they got to do you in any way. And they do that. That's why you get all these, people scamming, doing whatever. So now you got more stuff you got to worry about. All the rising in crime. And, property and personal violations. And people just not caring about the next person. And then them wanting to take away your abilities to physically protect yourself. And, at the end of the day, before I head out, you gotta also make sure that you are physically capable of, at the very least, capable of protecting yourself in that aspect. Because if they take anything away from you, can I at least fight? You'd be surprised what it would take out of you to have to be able to defend yourself, because people will walk up to you and do anything to you these days. You don't even know what they got going on. All right, y'all hit that like button. If I don't have no likes on this video, I'm gonna come on here, I'm gonna really talk down on you. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me because I'm not coming on here like just, I don't know, entertaining you with dumb shit. Like, why would I do that? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm what you need, baby.